Okay, good afternoon, students. So I hope my screen is visible to you and I'm audible. Any one of you can just respond in your chat window. Okay, thank you, Tanu. Yeah, in the last session, what we have done we leave from ID command. Na? So we discuss about history, and now let us discuss about ID. So you know what do you mean by ID? ID means your identity. Identity for what? For a user. So when we see the content of etc and slash etc slash pawswd file, there we can find out each and every user has some unique identification number. Each and every group has some unique identification number. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Let me just go to my system. So here, when we just see the content of the password file, pawswd file. So here, each and every user has a number. So this is the user ID of the account AAA. This is the group ID of the account AAA. Each and every user has some group ID as well as some user ID. But where this information can be found out? From this etc password file. Now, see students, currently I'm working from some remote location and I'm not able to open this particular file due to security point of view. And you have to find out information about your system. So for that, this ID command is very, very helpful. What we can do. So basically, this is the syntax for this ID command. ID, then we will provide options, and then we will provide the username. So my dear students, when we talk about this different type of you can say options, so we can use small g hyphen small g. It will print the effective group ID. We can also use hyphen capital G. It will print all the groups ID that particular group is a member. In the past session, we see that wheel group contain a number of users. So in that case, we can use hyphen capital G. So basically, when we talk about this small g and capital G, so small g that will provide some information about the primary group, and hyphen capital G that means all the supplementary group set. Similarly, we can use hyphen small e that will use for finding out the information about the user ID. So let me just show you how we can find out information about this user basically. Currently, I'm working as you can say root, but I want to find information about this user. You can say SONU, small SONU. Fine. So now let me just run this command. ID space hyphen small g, and for which user? So username is SONU. Press enter. So it will give information about the primary group of this user, that is 1001. So this is the ID. This is the information here. This is your group ID. Now, if you find out information about the user ID, means this one, here it is visible to me, so I am verifying this. But in many cases, it is not. This particular file is not accessible from the user point of view. So we have to use this type of command. So what we can do? ID space hyphen u. Hyphen u means the user ID. For which user? For this user song. So my output should be this one. 1013. Let's press enter. Right. So this is how we can find out information about a user ID and group ID. Of course, we can also use ID command, and here I can press hyphen A. Then it will show information about the current user through which I have logged in. So currently I'm logged in with the help of the root user, and in this case my user ID is 0, because root is only the user whose user ID can be 0. This group ID can be 0 and so on. So this is the ID command that will help you people to find out information about the user and group IDs. Next is uname command. So uname, that means it will provide some information about your system. So here, what we can do, we can use some different type of you can say informations. Like you can use -a, uname space -a. It will provide information for you can say all the systems. It will provide information of all the information, means complete information will be provided to you. So for that, what you can do, let me just go online and display these one, that will be better. So currently, I don't know, I'm working on which operating system, which version of Linux is there in my system. So for that, what you can do, uname space -a. So it will provide all the information. It will print all the information. Which type of information? I'm using Linux. My kernel version is 5.14.0 underscore 284 and so on. It was updated on this particular time, and currently I'm using 86 underscore 64-bit architecture. So 86, when you see this x86, that means I'm using Intel processor, and for how many bits? 64-bit. And my kernel name is GNU Linux. So this complete information will be given to you. Now, I can also use some more options, like suppose I want to use uname space -s. Now it will provide the kernel information, the kernel name. In this case, it is Linux. Of course, in different version, I'm using RHEL 9. But if you are using some different version of, you can say your Linux, so this output may be different. So it will display the kernel name. Now, some other option are there. I don't know what is the name of my computer on the network. When we search some computer from your network resources, then of course we have to find out this computer either through IP address or through name. I want to find out its name. Now, one thing I want to clear, students. Last time we have discussed about host name. So host name means local computer name, but it is not necessary that host name and this network name, it is same. It may be different. You can share a folder on local computer, the folder name may be different. And if you want to access it from the network, it's shared name, so it can be different. So maybe it may be different. But now let us try to find out its network name. So just use uname space -n option. N means it will print the network node name. So its network node name currently is Linux server. Through this particular name, we can find out this through the network. Now I want to find out some information about its kernel. What is the version of kernel? Like currently it is 5 point something. So I want to find out its kernel name. You have to remember these options, students. So uname space -r, the kernel release version. So currently this is the complete version of my my kernel I'm using. Of course, kernel means your core component that will detect your hardware, that will detect your you can say devices, right? So it is this one 5.14 and so on. Now I want to find out information about the you can say machine. What is the hardware name for this machine? So you can use uname space -m. So my hardware name is x86_64. That means it will print the machine hardware name. which type of hardware, which type of processor I'm using. Then I will print uname space hyphen O. So this particular type of output, it will show the kernel name actually, this type of kernel you are using. Then if I want to find out information about my processor, I can use uname space hyphen P. Fine. So I'm using 64-bit processor. Don't confuse about this hardware, because processor is also a type of hardware. So same output will be there in this case, right? So this P will processor, this O will provide the your can say generally operating system, you can say. Then M will machine name, hardware machine name, and so on. So you can find out some information about your computer using this uname command, right? So in this case, if any question, any doubt is there, you can ask till last ones. Okay, I think no doubt is there. So let us discuss about one more important command. One is your cal command and other is your date command. So lots of questions may be asked on this date question, not in your exam, but also in case of your this interviews, etc. So first of all, let us cal. What do you mean by cal? Cal will display the calendar, right? So it's so simple actually. What we can do, let me just demonstrate you cal. Just clarify this one. So cal says I want to just display the full calendar of this year. Just enter 223 cal space year. So it will display calendar for full year. I want to display calendar for this particular month, and this is 07. So cal space 07 space year, July. I want to display calendar for this month, previous month, and the next month. That is this May, June, and July. So current month is June. Sorry, uh, May, June. Sorry, June, July, and August. So current month is July. So what I can do, simply just press hyphen 3, cal space hyphen 3, enter. It will display the calendar of current month, that means July, previous month, June, and next month, August. So in this way, we can use this cal for displaying different type of options. Now let us discuss about this date command. Now, my dear students, this is very important. First of all, let us discuss, if you are using on the command prompt and you want to change the date of your system with the help of this command prompt, because there will be a little bit chances that this particular information will be shared in your GUI. You people will be working in a command line interface on the real-time servers. So here, what we can do, we can just change the information, change the date with the help of this command prompt. This command prompt, we can type this command, date space hyphen small s. Then we will provide the date in this format. For example, I'm typing date space hyphen s, then under double quotes, the date, then month, then year, and then we will provide the time. Now time is, suppose this is this will use 24-hour format. So 23, 59, and 59, right? So this will be the basic, you can say, thing actually. Let me just open this one. Okay, so let us move to this one. What I will do, I will use this command. Suppose, first of all, let us check what is the current time actually. Use the date command. Enter. So current month, current time is Thursday, July 20, and time is this one, 2:21 p.m. and year is 2023. Now, I want to change this one. So first of all, you should be as a root. You have to use as a root actually. Otherwise, you can use sudo command with that. So use date space -s for setting the time. Then under double quotes, you will provide the date actually. So suppose I want to just change the date. I'm just providing 21st of July space year 2023 space the hours. Suppose this is 2:21. I'm just typing 3. Sorry, 3 means 12 plus 3, 15. So it will use 24 hours format. Colon, your minutes will be there. Suppose minutes is 30 and the seconds is 1. That will be the format. Date space -s, then in double quotes, the date, then month, then year, and then time format, hours, colon minutes, colon seconds, and present. Congratulations, it is changed actually. It is showing Friday now. Fine. So just check this date command and date is changed. Right. So I hope this command is not there in your portal. You can just write it down. How we can change the command with the help of this, you can say, command prompt. Now let us move further. This particular command can be used for a number of things actually. What we can do, we can change the format of time actually, date, time, and so on. So there are lots of options in this case. Let me just show you first of all. So when we use this date command, lots of options. These options are known as specifiers. So here a list of specifier is given. This percentage capital D. It will display the date in this format, mm/dd/yy. So if you want to display in this particular thing, because your format, your data format, time format is very important in some cases. So you have to display a number of things actually. That will depend upon the things. Now, second is percentage small d. Now you want to display the day in numbers, right? So 01 up to 31st means which is the date actually. For that you can use percentage small d. If you want to display the weekday in short form, abbreviated form, that is SUN for Sunday, MON for Monday, and so on. What you can do, you can use percentage small a. Similarly, if you want to display the weekday in full format, Sunday for Sunday, so for that you can use percentage capital A. If you want to display month name in short form, you can use percentage S. If you want to display the month name in short form, you can use percentage B. For displaying the full month name like January, we can use percentage capital P. For displaying the month in numbers, so January for 01 and December for 12, we can use percentage M. For displaying last 2 character of the year, for example, it is 2023, so it will display 23. You can use percentage small y. For fully display the year, 2023. You can use percentage capital Y. For displaying the time in 24 formats, 24-hour format, you can use capital T. For displaying your hours, you can use capital H. For minutes, capital M, and for seconds, capital S. Dear students, you have to remember these type of things actually, right? So uh, let me just show some demonstration for these. I will. It will be not possible to run each and every command, but I will try to run this one, and after that, uh, I will try to share some questions to you. You have to answer this. So polling will be there. Try to learn these things. Na? So here, what I am doing actually, I want to display day in MMDD and YY format. For that, what you can do, I will use this date command, then space, then plus. This will be the format for this command, percentage, and then I will use those specifier. So specifier, that means I will use capital D. So it will display MM/DD/YY. Let us try. So 07, 21, 23. It is showing this one. Now I want to display the the hours actually, the current hour. Just change this one, this D into H. So 15. 15 means my my computer time is 3 p.m. actually. So it is showing 15 in my case. In your case, it will be 14 because 2 something is the time actually. Now I want to display the month name. So for month name, it was, I think, capital B. So it is July, right? For displaying the seconds, it was capital S. Fine. So 29 seconds, and again it is 34, 35, and so on. But if I use small s, so small s, it will display some different value. It is showing a large value actually. Again, I am running this one. So it is incrementing actually. I'm running it again and again. It is incrementing. So what is this, students? Actually, this will represent the time zone of Linux operating system. You know, after the time, the clock for this Linux, it was started in 1970, right? Traditionally. Then after that, how many seconds are passed? So this is representing those things, right? In terms of seconds. Right? This is the things actually. So this is how we can use this date command for changing the things actually. Now what I am doing, I'm just sharing a poll, a question. You have to try to answer this, right? So there will be a poll in your question, in your question. Try to answer this one. So a new poll has been launched. Click on it and try to answer this. All of you have to submit this, students. 1 minute is there. After 1 minute, I will collect the scores, right? So try to run this one. Try to answer, Sunny. Try to answer on this, on your poll. Don't post in chat windows. All of you, please don't post in chat window. Sunny, it may be wrong. Don't try to answer this one in the chat window. Just click on poll, students, please. 1 minute is there.
Everyone have to answer this poll. I'm waiting for responses for all of you. Don't answer in the chat box. Just click on poll and just give your answer on poll. Only 12 students respond only out of 24 students.
Okay, students. So let us start our new topic. Let me share my screen again. So all of the students, please try to answer this question in your poll. Now let us start the next topic. First of all, we will discuss about some remaining file system command. Then we will discuss about different type of file. We will discuss about absolute and relative path. We will discuss about hard link and soft link. Discuss about regular expression, redirect and append operator. And at the last, try to cover this find and locate commands. Right. So first of all, my dear students, let us discuss about this MKDIR. So what you have to do, yeah, most of the students have given the right answer. So good, very good. So yeah, so MKDIR, it will create the directory, but it's so simple actually. But in many cases, what you have to do, you have to create multiple directory and subdirectory in a single command. If anyone asks you in your interview that you have to create a number of a sequence of directories as well as subdirectories to a single command, how you can use? So basically, there is a question: perform the following task. Create a directory student. In that directory, create a subdirectory, zone, and zone. In zone, create a directory data. So you have to create directory student, and under student, zone, under zone, data. So what you can do basically, for that, you can use this -p option. So my dear students, mkdir will be there. Simple. So first of all, I will use, you can say, student. Under student, I will use zone. Under zone, I will use data. So these three folders will be created, not folder directories. This student directory will be created in my home directory because I am not providing the slash notation. It will work or not? Let us try. It will not, because I'm giving multiple directories name. So for that, what you can do, just append this -p option. -p. -p means parent directory. So parent directory will be student, and under that John and data. Right. So for nesting of directories, we will use this -p option. Let us try to run this. Fine. It is created. We can check CD student, under student, John is there, and data is there. Fine. So currently where I'm in PWD. I'm in PWD. Right. So this is the thing basically. Okay, I think some technical issue was there, student. I hope my voice is coming to you now. So this is how we can create this multiple directories. Now, what else? Next is RMDIR. So students, RMDIR can be used to remove a directory, but directory should be blank, right? So let me just create some file in this. So CP, then CP. Okay, we can use echo command, not CP for now. I will explain CP. So I'm using hello, and I'm storing this in a file, test file. So when I run ls command, so test file will be there. It will just display the content of file, listening of file. Let me just come out of it. I will explain this cd dot dot and what I am using. Right. So currently I'm working in root directory, and this student directory is created here. Right. Let me just check where it is. Student. This one. So there is student directory. Now let us try to delete this one. So for that, RMDIR and then student. Press enter. Whether it will delete this one or not, it will not. Why? Because this directory is non-empty. Recently we created a file in this. Some folders are also there. John is there and data is there. Under data, some file is there. So how we can delete this one? How we can delete non-empty data? So in this case, what we can do, we have to use rm command. Rm command, right? So rm is a command that can be used to delete a file or directory, whether the directory or file is empty or not. So just use rm space file name. But with this, we can use 2-3 options. Let me just explain these options first of all, then we will go for this command. My dear students, when we run this rm command, we can use -f. -f means forcefully deletion. It will not ask you whether you want to delete your file or not, delete your folder or not, right? So this is very destructive operation. So be careful when we delete our data, right? We cannot recover that. Of course, some recovery method will be there, but it will be very difficult actually. -I, that means interactive. If we want that the user or the operating system will ask before the deletion whether you want to delete or not, for that I can use -I. I can use -small r, or I can use -small capital R. Both options will work if you want to delete nested folders, nested files. Like in our case, it is nested. So in this case, let us try to delete this one. Here, what I can do, rm space -r, right? So let us try to run this one. So it is asking, you want to delete this student folder. You have to press Y if you want to delete it. If you want to ignore it, you have to, you can say press N. Then under student, John is there. Then of course we can press yes. Under John, data is there. It is asking for each and everything. Under John, under data, test file is there. Press Y. Fine. And so on. So it is asking again and again. Fine. It will delete your file. Now, if you don't want to press this multiple Y or N, then you can use -rf command. F means forcefully. It will not ask anything. Right. So this is how we can use. So next, the command we will use, that is CP command. CP and MV. These two commands are very, very important, and occasionally we use everywhere. Now, what is difference between them? So CP means we are copying the content to somewhere, to some file. Let me just run this one. Let us see a file is there, and that file is, you can say /etc/PAWSTDB, or one of our favorite file. Right. So this is the file. Its path is etc password. I want to copy this on my desktop. How I can do that? Let me just run this command cp. Then first of all, you have to type the source address. What will be the source address? You want to copy which file? So just run this command / that means root, under root etc directory is there, and under etc directory PAWSWD file is there. Space, type the path or name of the file where you want to copy that file. So I want to copy in the current directory. That's why I will not provide the path. Otherwise, I can provide different path like /home, like that. So currently, I'm just giving some name, password. I'm giving password. So this file will be copied and pasted into password. Now remember, students, this files, I have not created this file. This file will be created by this cp command. So if anyone asks that you have to copy a file and you have to paste it into password file, you may or you may not create to need to create this file. So don't worry, we don't have to create this file. This will automatically created by this cp command. So press enter. Okay, already some password file is there, I think. So you can override it. Okay, for now, no issue. Otherwise, you can just provide different name, password2. So password2 file will be there on your desktop. You can verify from ls account. Now, when I run this copy command, I have to provide the full path or relative path. We will discuss them in later slides. But for now, let us move to our mv command. What is use of mv command? As the name says, move. So two operation we can done with the help of these. One is it will move the file from one location to another. And in simple language, it is quite similar to cut and paste. But if cut and paste operation are in same location, then it will call the renaming of the file actually. So basically, if source and destination locations are same and name is different in destination location, then this particular file will be renamed. See, let me just check. One file is there and its name is file1. Suppose this is file1. Now, what I'm doing, mv file1 to where? Suppose I'm doing this in home directory. And in home directory, okay, let us move to home directory, no issue. So cd home, we will move to cd home /home. Press enter. Just run ls command. And in this case, we can just see the file1 should be there. Yeah, it is there, file1. Right. So in this case, it is shown here. Now, if I want to just rename this file1 to file2, just use this command, mv space file1 space file2. So I am just renaming file1 to file2. Press enter. See what will happen. Press ls. So you can just see the file1 is renamed in file2 actually. This is how we can find out information about this. Right. Now next, move to next command. That is, what is command? So what is that means you are all aware about your you can say which yeah, this manual command, man command. So in this case, we can find out information about which type of command it is. Like, so how we can find out? Let us demonstrate this one also. So see, I want to just run this command. What is? I don't know what is ls. Ls command. So press enter. So it will display the two things: the manual pages where it is. So it will just list the directory content, but this information can be find out in this particular file. So it will just provide the brief information about the manual pages, where manual pages are given, right? So students, I'm again sharing a single call to you. Just try to answer this one. I've shared a poll in your chat windows. So just try to answer this one.
Just click on the poll and answer it. I expect maximum participant in this poll.
Okay, students. Yeah, fine. Remaining student, please submit your answers. Okay, let us move further. Now, next command is your uptime. So uptime will display the information about the running time of your computer, right? So it will display the current time. It will display the amount of, you can say, system is running, how many users are logged in, what is the workload on your computer from last 1 minute, from last 5 minutes, and from last 15 minutes. Just run this command and see what will be the output. Uptime. So you don't know since how many time your system is running. So it will display the current time, state is up. Since how much time it is running, how many users are there, 3 users are there, and total workload on your computer since last 1 minute, last 5 minutes, and last 15 minutes. So if your system hang occasionally, you can just find out the load and analyze what is the need, whether you want to upgrade your RAM, your processor, your SSD or not, right? So you can find out some information about this uptime. Next is free. So free command will display the amount of RAM that is available in your computer, amount of swap memory available in your computer, and also the buffer space. So just use this free command. So you can find out some information about currently in my computer, this much of RAM is there total. Out of this much is in use. This is free, this is shared, and this is buffer. For swap, the statics are given here. So you can find out whether you need to upgrade your RAM or not. If your computer is behaving abnormally, it is not performing well, you can increase your amount of RAM. But before that, you have to analyze. Na? So for that, you can just use uptime. Now, CAT. So see, students, what will be, okay, so see, buffer means temporary space actually. Whenever we create some files, whenever we work on some files actually, so those files need to be processed actually, right? And the temporary space, that is buffer actually. So basically, see, your hard drive space and your RAM space, that is not equal. Why? Because of cost. RAM is costly as compared to your hard drive. Processor is costly as compared to your RAM. So cache on your processor will be smaller as compared to your main memory. And memory in your computer will be smaller as compared to the hard drive or SSD. So faster will be the performance, it will be costly, right? Because you have to use some integrated chips, and those integrated chips, that will be very, you can say, costly actually. Its performance should be very high. Fine. So in this case, we need some buffer space, some temporary space, so that that space can be backend for some other type of applications again and again, right? So that is nothing but some temporary space. Is that right, Sunny? If any issues there, you can ask. Okay, fine, beta. So let us move further. CAT. So my dear students, let me just show you what is actual use of CAT. So CAT means concatenation. So see, if I run this single CAT command, what will be the output? Can you just try to guess the output? What will be the output? I'm not providing some name to it. I just type CAT. I'm type enter. So it is demanding something. I have to type some words actually. Let me type hello CU. I just type hello CU. Then press enter. So same thing will be repeated on the screen. I type something else. Today class. Press enter again. So this will be the default behavior for this CAT actually. So I'm just going out of it, Control C. But you know, use of CAT. CAT can be used to display some content of file like this one. We already use this lots of time. It can use for creating a files, redirecting a files. We will discuss that in redirect operators basically. For now, I am just moving to the next topic. TTY, that means terminal. So my dear students, you know, whenever we talk about your computer, so computer, Linux computer, that will provide a number of terminals, right? Means on which screen, on which terminal you are using, right? So many people, they call TTY as teletype, but common name is terminal actually, where a user can work on the computer, right? So if we run this TTY, it will display detail about current terminal. So currently I'm working on tab PTS0. This will be some graphical interface, graphical user interface terminal, right? So some other terminal may be there. Basically, when we run this who command, it will display different type of terminal. Like Sonu is working on this TTY2, terminal 2, fine. Terminal 2, terminal 4, and the seat 0, that is your this one, the physical environment that I am working. Next one is file command. My dear students, you know, when we create some file, so extension is not compulsory here. I can create a file with the help of touch space abc, touch space abc.doc, touch space abc.c, right? So no need for extension actually. If I want to find out extensions of each and every type, of file, then I can use this file command. So just run this file space hyphen capital F. So it will type the file type of each and every file in your computer actually. Sorry. Just hold on. File. Okay, file. Give me a second. Let me just again run this again. File. Okay, let me just move to your home directory first of all. Now again run this file space star. So what it will display? It will display all the type of your file. See, when I run this command, what is the output? It is displaying file name and its type. So see, this file name is A and its type is sky text. ABCD is a empty file, and you can just see this XZ is a compressed file, a sky file, directory, a sky test, and so on. Each and everything will be displayed. So this is a C file, C source will be there. So every information will be displayed here basically, right? So you can find out some information about file, their extension, their type with the help of this file command. Fine. Now, next one is this CMP. So CMP, diff, and diff3. These three type of commands, they can be used for comparing the file, finding out the differences between the file. So see, let me just run one example. Let us create some file, echo. I'm just typing hello and storing this output in a.doc. So there is a file a.doc. I have typed hello in that case. What I'm doing, I'm just typing echo hello to, you can say hello, hi. I'm just storing this into b.doc. So what we can do basically, currently I'm just typing a single line of code in this file. For that, what we can do, just use CMP command, compare command. First is a.doc space, second is b.doc. Press enter. So what it will display? First of all, it will just compare your file line by line, right? And where difference is there, it will type the difference. So difference is in line number 1. Right, you can just write down a file that may contain multiple line of code and try to run this command. It will just display the line of code. Moreover, you can also compare 3 line of code actually, basically 3 line of code, right? So here, what you can do, you can just find out the information about three files actually, right? So here, if you want to compare 3 files, what you can do, you can use this option, diff3. Then provide the name of 3 different files. Like this is a.doc, b.doc, and c.doc. I think c.doc is not there. I have to create this one. Echo anything. I'm just typing anything and just storing this in your c.doc. Press enter. So let us run this one. C.doc. Enter. Oh, sorry, not compare. Diff3. So diff3 and then provide the name of these 3 lines. So what it will do, it will just try to find out the differences between this one basically, right? So content of first, it will be displayed here. Content of second, it will be displayed here. Content of third file will be displayed here. Fine. So you can find out information about this one. But issue is that if no difference is there, no output will be there basically, right? So div3, div can be used for comparing two files, and div3 for three files basically. Now, next topic we are discussing about, that is file type in Linux. Fine. So here, what I am doing, I'm explaining these three type of files basically. When we talk about this, or you can say first file, that means your regular file. Fine. So regular file means all the files which are created by the user. When we create our file with the help of touch command, cat command, vi editor, so these all are created with the help of you can say a regular file. They all are regular files actually. Fine. How we can identify those? When we run this ls -l command. So in the first column, this particular thing will be displayed, the hyphen option. It will be used to find out whether this file is a normal file, a regular file or not. Fine. So we can find out the things. I will display how we can analyze this one. Second is a directory file. So in this case, we can use mkdir, right? And we can identify with the help of D option. Third file, they are very, very special, and they are known as special files. There can be 5 different type of file in case of this special files actually, right? So here, what I can do, first type of file, they are known as block file. My dear students, you know what are block? Block are the physical storage devices actually. Blocks are physical storage. We can find out information from the hard drive with the help of block devices, right? So you all are aware about the device file in Linux that comes under device directory /dev. Here, what we can do, I can find out this particular file with the help of this slash, you can say grep/p. Let me just show you, that will be much better. First of all, if I want to find out the normal files, regular files, what I have to use, ls -l, press enter, and here you can see the first column that will contain the hyphen. That means this is a file. This is a regular file. This particular content contain D in the first column. That means this is a directory. Of course, some L are also there. L means link. We will talk about hard link and soft link today. Then there may be some different type of files, like I have discussed about this one. So just try to run this command. What are device file or block file? So for that you can use ls -l. Out of it, what you want to display under dev directory. Fine. Of course, it will display a huge amount of output, but I want to filter this by using this pipeline symbol, and I will use grep command to search which type of things I want to search. Control B. So Control B. So for now, students, just write down this command. I will discuss this, you can say, regular expressions and grep in coming sessions. But for now, just remember, I have just run this command ls -l. It will display the long listing of your command. Then this for this device directory, and out of this output, it will filter all the line what's starting with this B alphabet, right? Because we have to just find out this particular position alphabet. If it is B, that means there should be a globe file. Press enter. So here you can just find out some output is given. These are disk files actually. So these devices, they will contain information about the hardware devices that are installed in your Linux system. Second type of files, they are known as character device file. Character device file. Currently we have talked about globe now. Now, if you want to find out that character device file, you can use ls space -l. Same file will contain the character device file, and we will find out using grep which type of things. I will find out C. So all the lines which are starting from C, they will be your character device file. Press enter, and you can see a number of character file are there, right? So in device file, best example of this character device files is terminal, TTY. We are working on this black screen terminal with the help of characters. So it is accepting all the input as a character actually. Next file is named pipe file. Named pipe file. So first of all, let me just discuss how we can create a named pipe file. Here, what we can do, we can use, what will be the use of this named pipe file? So there will be some temporary files actually. They can be used on the running time for some applications and so on. How we can create those files? For that, you can use a command mkfifo. mkfifo. FIFO means first in, first out, right? So mkfifo space name of your pipeline. So I'm just providing pipe file 001. Any name may be there, right? Press enter. Now what I'm doing, I'm using ls space -l. Press enter, and you have to just find out whether some entries is starting from P or not. Yeah, this was the pipe file 001, and it is starting from P, right? One more file is there. So these are the pipeline file, right? These are known as named pipeline file. Then next one is symbolic link, as we have already discussed. Like we have some files which are starting from this L alphabet. They are linked. We will talk about the hard link and soft link in coming slides. So we will discuss those one. Next one is socket file. So what is socket actually? So I think you are aware about the IP address and the port number. For any application, we need some port number. Like on the web, you are working on the web. So port number 80 is there, right? You in Linux, you configure SSH. We can access a Linux servers remotely with the help of PuTTY or SSH. So SSH may work on port number 22. So all the applications, they will have some unique port number. Now, a computer will have IP address, and any application running on that will have port number. Suppose you and me are communicating with the help of Google Meet. Of course, I can go to your computer with the help of internet, but for reaching to your Google Meet, I will need some special type of addresses, and those addresses are socket addresses, right? So this socket address is nothing but a combination of IP address and port number. Socket address is combination of IP address and port number. Here also we have to create some socket file in case of Linux actually for you can say communicating different type of files, different type of services. How I can create? Currently, I'm not creating this one, but I want to just display the content. So there's a file in your case. File is. Let me just open this one. ls space -l. One more option is there. One var directory is there that will contain the variable data. Under this run folder is there, and here we will try to find out these links. These links will start from alphabet S, right? So we will use cat S. Press enter, and it will display these three entries. So GSS proxy, MCE low, RPC bind. These three things are basic, right? This is how we can create these three type of log file, right? So I'm sharing a poll again, students. Try to answer this one within 1 minute. Try to answer this one.
Everyone have to participate in this poll. Only 7 students participated. What about others? Is there 20 students in the class? Student fast. Still 10 students not responded. Everyone have to respond in the poll. Okay, maximum students giving the right answer. The right answer is EDC directory. I can see your result.
Okay, students. So let us move to this next topic, that is absolute and relative path. So I hope you all have worked on different path of Linux to copy and paste, to try to access different path of Linux, right? Most between directories. So whenever we talk about the path, basically two type of path are there. One is your absolute path, and other is your relative path. What are they? Whenever we talk about absolute path, my dear students, absolute path, you have to just remember that absolute path will start from the root directory. from the top directory, right? Whatever you want to access, you have to go to the root, and after that you can come down and so on, right? Example is given here. Like I want to just display the content of file one.do. So if still I'm working in I'm working on the desktop, then if I want to access this, I have to use root, home, Sonu, desktop, and file one.do. That will be full path I have to provide each and every time. But when we talk about the relative path, so in this case, I can use this dot and dot type of things. What are they? I have to set a framework actually. And from there, I have to move up and down, right? We can use CD, dot, CD, tilde character. So tilde character is also there actually in case of your relative path. Let me give an example for this. That will be much more clear. So see, when I use this one, let me just use this cat command. So I'm starting from okay, let me just move to desktop. Let me create a file on desktop, my test file, test_file. Equal. So I just write something on this. Sorry, no space is there. Fine. So one file is created here. Currently, I'm working in root and desktop. So if I want to access this file, I can use cat, then file name. Our file name is this my test file. This will be a relative path actually. I'm not going to the root directory, or what I can do, I can use this /root, then /desktop, and then file name. File name is my test. My test_file. So I can use this particular type of thing. Now, this will be the absolute path, right? What else I can do? Whenever we talk about the relative path, so I can use this command, like I will go to home directory and go to desktop and so on. So this is your relative path actually. I'm using this tilde character. Tilde character will display the home directory actually, home directory for a path. Here, what we can do, we can also use some other type of, you can say, symbols, like I can use dot symbol. Dot means the current directory. It will display the current directory. So if I run a command cp space dot, then slash, you can say abc. Fine. So what it will be, what is the use of this? First of all, I have to use, I will provide a source. I want to copy etc pawswd. I want to copy this etc pawswd in the current directory that will be represented by a dot, and in current directory abc folder is there, and there I am just pasting this. Okay, I have to create this one first of all. Let me just run this one. That will work. So what will happen? This file is created in this dot. Otherwise, you have to create ABC, and then you can use this one. So I can use mkdir here, and I will run this command again. It will work. Fine. So this will represent the current directory. When we talk about this dot dot, this will brings me to one level above, right? So currently what I'm doing, I'm using pwd. I'm doing cd dot dot enter pwd. So it is using root. From desktop, I'm moving to the parent directory, that is root. So this is how we can find out whether this particular path is absolute or relative. What else? Let us talk about the hard link and soft link. Hard link and soft link. Basically, we talk about when we run ls space -l command. So it will display L in front of the links. But which type of links? Let me just see. My dear students, whenever we talk about the links, so hard link and soft link, two type of links are available here. Fine. What do you mean by hard link? Generally, hard link are the you can say copy of genuine files. Actually, if we delete the hard link, sorry, if we delete the original file, we can also access the file with the help of hard link. Why it is possible? Because hard link points to the inode pointer actually. What are inode pointer? They will contain some metadata on the hard drive actually, right? Means information about information, size of you can see your data, size of folder, location of folder, and so on. So if it is still there, actually, we can access it, right? So you have to remember, if we delete the original data and its hard link is there, we can access the data with the help of this hard link. But if soft link is there, soft link is quite similar to your you can say shortcut actually. Like in Windows, we create shortcut. So soft link will work like that. So if we delete the original file, soft link will not going to work. Fine. This is how we can create the hard link. We have to use ln command, then space your original file name, and then space link name. How we can create soft link? Just use -s in this command. ln space -s, then original file, and then link name. Let me just create one link for you people and try to delete this. So just run this ln. What I'm doing, first of all, I'm just creating a soft link. File name, let me just create, okay, let me just create, where I'm in. Fine. So one file is, let me just take this a.xlx. I'm taking this a.xlx. So use ln command, -s soft link. Your file name, my file name is a.xlx. Space your soft link name. So my soft link name is sflink. Press enter. I'm just creating hard link. So same command, ln space your original file name, xls hlink. Fine. Enter. Now run this ls space -a command and try to analyze this sflink and hlink. So sflink and hlink. Sorry, ls space -l. So currently, where it is, try to find out sflink. So this is sflink, that means soft link, that is pointing to a.xlx. Let me check where it is hlink. So H-link, I think we provided in small. Na? So H-link is that we created the date actually. Let me just check. H-link small. Let me check. Let me check. Yeah, I think name should be different actually. It is already created. So what I'm doing, I'm just using this H-link 2. That will be more clear actually. Otherwise, some confusion will be there. H-link 2. Fine. So this is H-link 2. Now, what I will do, I will try to delete the original file, and my original file was a.xls. a.xls. Fine. Now try to delete this one. rm space a.xls. Enter. Yes. Run again ls space -l. Now you can find out this SF link that turns into red. That means some error is there, and it cannot, your file cannot be accessed with the help of this SF link. Let us try to run this one. Cat SF link. It will say no file, no such file is there, because soft link cannot enable us to find the file, to access the file if its original file is deleted. Let me just check with the help of HF link. It was SF link. Yeah, H link 2, sorry. Let's try to access this one. Okay. Let us see it is working or not. Yeah, it is working actually. Fine. So H-link, hard link, they are better actually, right? So they are more secure as compared to soft link. They will work even after deletion of your original files. So many interviewers, they can ask about these type of things, right? Let me just ask something. I hope what will be the output of this one actually. This type of question should be clear to you. You have to create a blank file, file1.doc. What you will do for that? Touch space file1.doc. Then copy content of etc password in file1.doc. So you will use copy command, cp command. So cp space /etc /passwd and then space file1.doc. File will be copied. Third, you have to create a hard link with the name soft link for file1.doc. Students, can you answer these questions? What will be the output of below command, cat soft link and cat hard link? Whether they will display or some error will be there. This type of question should be clear to you. For soft link, it will say the file exists, already exists. Okay, means it will display the content, I think. Na? You want to say this one? It will display the content of file. Okay, good. Now, fine. So I hope this is clear that this type of activities, this should, you can try to practice on your computers, right? Let us move further. Now let us discuss about the regular expressions. Okay, before that, I'm just sharing a poll to you. Try to answer this one also. One poll is there. Simple, so simple.
All students have to participate in this poll. Is related to hard link and soft link. So if you have a clear concept, then you have to answer this question easily.
Okay, students. So let us start again. Remaining students who have not submitted the poll, please answer the questions. Try to make it interactive. If you face any issue, you can ask. Now, next one is a very important topic, that is regular expressions. So, what is the use of regular expression? Regular expression means we can use some meta information to find out some information actually, right? We provide some pattern, and depending upon those pattern, the output should be there. Fine. So here I'm explaining, see, some patterns actually, some regular expressions. So these 7 I have noted down. First one is the dot symbol. So this is known as wildcard character. And if you want to find, we can say, any one character, then it will be used actually, right? Second one is this cap symbol. We already used it in the past, you can say, demo. It will try to find out all the matching pattern at the starting of the line, starting of the string. Third one is dollar symbol. So it will try to find out the matching at the end of the line, right? Next one is star. So basically, whenever we want to match different type of pattern, so there may be a single match. In some cases, there may be zero match. There may be one match or two match. So number of matches may be different. So starting from 0 to many, we can use star for matching the pattern. Now, in some cases, we can also use some special characters, special symbols. Like we want to find out a name that include a space in between them. We can use slash symbol for that. I will just demonstrate this each and everything. Then, if we want to search for a set of regular expression, we can put those inside of these braces. And if we want to find out only exactly a single pattern, we can use this question mark. So these 7 different type of things are there basically, right? So let me just demonstrate this regular expression. Let me go to my computer. My dear students, first of all, let me just create a file for you people so that I can just find out the regular expressions there. So see what I am doing. I'm using VI editor and I'm creating a file fruit.doc. Enter. Fine. So this file is already created, right? Some entries are there: apple, fruit, banana, fruit, mango space fruit, orange space fruit, and let me just type one more without space, like pineapple. Fine. So these few entries are there. Let me just save this one. Fine. Now, if I want to find out information about all the patterns actually, like first one was, I think it was dot. Fine. So single while character I want to match. So see, these are the content of this file. And I want to find out all the name A, double P and E. I don't know, L is there, L is small or capital, I don't know, right? So for that, what I can do, I can use the grab command. We will discuss grab in detail, but for now, just remember grab is a filter that can be used to search some patterns actually. So grab space in double quotes, just type A, double P, and then I don't know whether it is L or I or capital L. I don't know. So basically what I will do, I will use a dot here. Whatever is there, it will just type, it will not match that particular pattern actually. Right. Is also there and double quotes. Then provide the file name. My file name is fruit.dog. So it will search under fruit.dog. Which type of pattern it will search? It will search APP, then a single space will be ignored, and at the last it will search for E. Right. So this will be the basic searching pattern. Press enter. Now the match is apple fruit. Right. You can also use this one. I don't know whether it is small a or capital A. Right. So again, it will search for this apple. Right. Let me just modify this little bit. What you can do? Let me just type apple in small also. Or try to run it again. It is not saving. Fine. So let me just again run it again. Now what will be the output? Only a single line. If I type small a here, the output be the small apple. But if we run this dot, of course, 2-line output will be there. So this is how we can run this dot symbol, this wildcard symbol basically. Fine. So there may be multiple dot and so on. Now I want to find out all the names which are starting from this A, capital A, or you can say B. Before that, just use grab space pipe symbol, sorry, the cap symbol and B, the first alphabet of each and every line that will be matched. Then file name, fruit.dog. Fine. So this will match the first pattern only. Now, my dear students, I want to just match the last line, you can say word. I want to just find out all the lines which are ending with a T. So fruit, right? So I want to find out all the lines which are ending with a T. So for that, what I will do, I will use grab space, then I will use this double quotes and T dollar and file name. So fine. So it will just display all the lines which are ending with a T, right? So it will search the last pattern actually, right? What else we have? We have star. I don't know what is the name of you can say food or something, anything. You can just match. Like I have this line a star. That means each and every line that is starting from each and every word that is matching with this particular pattern. So first character should be capital A, and after that anything may be there basically, right? So it will display this type of things, or you can say match the A alphabet. Fine. So each and everything 0 or more matches, it will be displayed in this case basically. What else we have? We have slash notation. So slash means to suppose in this case we have different name in this case. Like let me just open cat fruit. So some name they may contain space, some name they don't contain space in between their name actually, right? So if I want to find all the names which contain spaces in between them, what I can do, grab space in double quotes, use this slash notation, then provide space, then close this double quotes, and that provide the file name fruit.go. So all the name that will contain the space, it will be displayed in this particular file. Fine. So apple space fruit, banana space fruit, mango space fruit, orange space fruit, green space mangoes. This particular information will be displayed here. Right. Now, what else? I want to just find out information about, you can say, multiple matches basically. So for that, what I can use, grab space hyphen capital E. When we discuss this graph in detail, so this hyphen capital E is used for regular expressions actually. So we will use hyphen capital E, and then we will provide the matching pattern in brackets actually. I'm just what I'm doing. I'm just typing fruit. So it will match fruit. Close this double quotes and provide the name of your file. File name is fruit.doc. Press enter. So it will print all the fruits matches basically. Fine. So this is how we can match different type of patterns basically. Now next one is question mark basically. Question mark, what it will do, it will match a single match actually. That means run this one. When I run this one, A double P L and then question mark. Whatever comes after this, let me just run this one. Why it is not running? Okay, so it will match only a single character. So try to run this one, whether it is working or not. Let me just check it. Because only a single character is there, and after this space and fruit is also there, right? So let me just again try to run this on some other type of fruit name, right? I'm running it on apple. A double P L and then question mark. It's not displaying now, right? So let me run this one first of all. It is displaying. Right, I will see. Okay. Try to run this question mark on your system, students. If any question, any doubt is there, you can ask. Okay, let me just discuss one more topic for today. That is redirection and append operator. My dear students, we have already discussed this redirection and append operator occasionally. They are so important. We have to redirect our output. We have to append our output depending upon our situations, right? So here we can have redirection or redirect operator that may contain this greater than and less than symbols, right? This greater than symbol, that means we are providing the data to some standard output. What will be our standard output? It will be our terminal. right? Now, when we talk about this particular input, so what we can do, we can provide some name, some file content to a particular file or a particular device. That is known as some input redirection. So example is given here, like in case of output redirection, we can provide cat space greater than symbol space file name. But in case of input redirection, we can provide this input redirection as cat space less than symbol and then file name. That means content of your file that will be given to the cat command, right? Similarly, in case of your append redirection, we can use double greater than symbol for the standard output and standard input. Let me just demonstrate you. Here, what we can do, just use the cat command, then use the redirect operation and provide a file name. My file name is test1. Press enter. What will happen? It will be demanding for some inputs. I am providing some data. Hello, this is a test file. Enter. Only for them. Let us provide Control and D. When I press Control and D, then yeah, I'm explaining, Tanu. This is input redirection. I'm explaining. So what I have done, I'm using the cat command, and then I am providing the name of file test1. So the content of cat will be redirected to test1. Fine. So these are the content. After this, I just press Control and D. Fine. So some file will be created. I can just see cat space test1. It will show that it's content which I have already typed. So this is nothing but the redirection of the content of test1 to cat. Now, what happens if I just reverse this arrow? Cat greater than test. Instead of this, what will happen if I just change this direction? So anyone can guess what will happen? Any output, any prediction from your side? I'm waiting in chat window. Show the output. Let us try. Same output. Akshat and Devansh Das. Good beta. Fine. So it will show that output. Why it is showing? See, I am just transferring my data. Which data? Test1 data to whom? This cat content, cat command. So output will be given. This test1 content will be given to cat. So it is quite similar. Like if I run this command now, cat space test1. So it is quite similar. Fine. Same output will be there. So this is how we can use the redirection operators basically. Now, second is append operator. See, I have created test1 file. Let me just create a test2 file also. Echo. This is test2. Fine. I'm just saving this content into test2 file. So currently I have test1 that will contain this line. Hello, this is a test file only for demo. And second one, the test2 that will contain this is test2. So let me just append this one. What I am doing, echo test1 double arrow, that means append test2. So you know what will be the output of this? Means this test2, this is test2. It will be on the top or it will be under the bottom. Can we predict? Anyone of you? This test, this is a test2. This should be on the top or it should be on bottom. On the top. Tanu is saying it will be on the top. See students, whatever is to whom it will be appended, it is appended to test2 now. So test2, let us check what will be the output. So test1 is being appended to test2. Let us see content of both files. What will be the content of both files? Test1, it is same for test2. Let us check. So test2 is on the top actually, right? And test1 is given on the left. Fine. Okay. Here, if we run cat, actually by mistake we run this echo command here. So test1 is printed and it will be appended in test2. If we run this, you can say cat test1. Of course, the content of test1 file will be appended here. Fine, you can just see. Fine. So you can just find out how these particular things are working for append and this redirect operator students. I hope this should be clear to you. Any doubt, any question is there, you can ask in chat window. I'm sharing one more question. One more poll is given to you. Let's try to answer this one. One poll is posted in your chat window. Try to answer this one.
This is the last poll. So seeking attention for all. Everyone have to attend this polling question.
Meanwhile, if any question, any doubt is there, students, you can share in your chat windows. I will be happy to answer your queries. I'm waiting for your questions. Actually, ID means it will provide some identification about your users. You saw na, we open etc password file and their user ID and group ID is given. So this ID command will display the information about the identity of user and identity of group. But uname, it will display information about your computer, about your Linux server, its version, what operating system you are using, your kernel version, your hardware detail, your processor detail, your operating system detail. So uname will represent this type of information related to your computer, your Linux version. But ID, that will display information for you can say this users and group informations. I hope this is clear. If any doubt is there, Satyam, you can revert.
So maximum people give the right answer. So last D option is correct. Grab director, EMP, .lsd. right?
Okay, students, I hope no further queries are there. We can wind up the session. Okay, diff and compare. Actually, Tanu, these 2-3 tools, diff, CMP, diff3, these all are used for finding the differences between two files actually, right? Some are used line by line, some are used by character, and so on. The output is different. Just try to run these, just create 2-3 files, right? And try to run these 3 queries, diff, CMP, and diff3, right? And just analyze the output, right? Purpose is same. They will provide the difference between these things, right? If any question is there, any doubt is there, we can just discuss in the starting of next session. Inverted search. Akshat, the -v, we will discuss this graph in detail in coming sessions. Don't worry. Inverted search means, just for your information right now, we can do what we can do. See, there is a file in which root word is there, and I want to find out all the lines that don't contain word root in any line, right? So without that line, without root lines, the remaining output will be inverted actually, right? So without that search pattern, we have the remaining data. We can find out -v with the help of -v. Okay, file star, that means it will provide the format, or you can say syntax of each and every file. So see, in case of your Linux, some file may not contain your syntax actually. Like some file are there that is stored as my name. Some may be my name.c. So by analyzing the syntax, or you can say extension, I can find out this is a C file. But some file don't contain this type of information. So we can find out which type of file it is with the help of this file star. Fine. So any other queries there? Okay, beta, Tanu, Akshat. Okay, so let us rewind this session and we will meet tomorrow, right? If any question further, try to practice this one. If any question is there, we can discuss. Thank you.